Hey everyone, it's me, Danielle, just popping on to do a little update. I got hired to do another spirit guide art, and I've got the drawing done, and I think it's pretty cute. I'll show that at the end. I recorded the meditation, um, and I'll show that as well. This week I had a field trip. I'm in a local psychic medium meetup group, and we get together every month and have dinner and stuff. And we usually talk about different things. Like one month, we were trying our hands at psychometry. Get it? You put things in your hands and you see if you pick up any psychic hits on who might have owned that object. Um, I was not great at psychometry. And it's surprising, the people that were good at it, as opposed to the people that weren't good. You never can know what your natural abilities might be more inclined to. Another time we met up and we were practicing ESP on each other. And there is a really fun game. It's an app on my phone that I downloaded, and you can get it. It's called ESP Trainer, and it looks like this. But you guess what color is the correct color, and oh, that was the correct one. How weird that happened. Anyways, you get like 24 chances, and when you're right, you get a pretty picture, and if you're wrong, it makes like I don't know, it makes a noise, whatever. No picture though, so that you get like a reward. It's just to start learning how to use your ESP. It's kind of fun. I think everybody in the group actually really liked it. We were also doing other things where we had colored cards. So one person would hold a card, and the other person would try to, read it in their mind, mind to mind. And again, some people were extremely good at both these ESP things, but they might not have been so good at the psychometry. So we all have different like natural abilities, and not to say you can't learn more, and get better with practice, right? Everything gets better with practice. I still have been on a quest to become clairaudient so I can get information a little bit easier than what I do. Um, it's been brought up a few times that I've had trauma to the back of my head in a past life. And I know that at one of my shaman appointments, we tried healing an injury that I had. Well, I probably just died, but um, I was in World War II. I was an American soldier. I think from the outfit, it sounded like a Marine, and a bomb went off behind me. So I don't think I probably made it, but that was an idea of why maybe I have not been able to be clairaudient yet. And then just last weekend, I was hanging out with Michael Shaman, and he's like, "Hey, I never noticed this. Like, you have this dark spot on the back of your head." He's all, "Have you ever had a head trauma?" And I was like, um, you know, I didn't really think of a good head trauma at the time. I'm sure I've hit my head many times, but this morning it occurred to me that I was in a motorcycle accident. What year was that? Was that in 2000? It was a while ago, and we were going really fast. I'm gonna estimate we were going like 70 miles an hour. And I landed on the front of my helmet. I was wearing just like a little brain bucket. A rain bucket is an illegally like thin helmet. They're not approved by the Department of Transportation. And that's what we call them, like slang. And I was knocked out, and I don't remember the crash or anything. And I've had bad memory problems since then. Uh, but didn't it didn't like pop into my head when Michael asked me. In fact, if anyone's ever noticed, but also my hand is a little funky because I broke my hand as well, and I had pins in my hand and everything. So, Like I just had my daughter run some energy through and try to break it up. I'll be seeing Michael Shaman soon as well, and we'll see if we can't get this hearing happening. I know so many beings have tried to come and help me, and they've tried to run energy through me in every single direction from up, down, whatever, and it hasn't helped yet. So I guess we'll see. I'll just, it's something I really want. And the reason why I want it so bad, not only would it make it just a lot easier for me when I'm seeing guides for them to communicate with me better, but my dragon, he is always talking. His mouth is moving, and I can't hear him. And I really want to. Michael, when he's around me and he hears what my dragon is saying, he's cracking up. So I think that my dragon Puff says some pretty funny things, like he's a bit sarcastic, and I want in on the joke too. I want to hear him. I know that we'll be just having so much fun. So I recorded my meditation again. I added little bits of like subtitles so you can get an idea of what I was seeing at the point of you know, the meditation when I'm talking to them and stuff, like what it is I'm actually kind of seeing. Unless I said it, then if I describe it verbally, I don't type it in. And then I will go over my drawing at the end. And at some point, I'm going to learn how to do that thing where you could just skip, if you want to, just skip to that part. And I don't know what it's called. So I can look up on YouTube how to add those in, like a chapter. I don't know what to call it. But anyways, if anyone knows what that's called, where you can like skip ahead to an exact point and have like the named segments of the thing, then, drop it in the comments because I don't even know what to look up. I'm seeing green, I'm seeing eyes. I'm waiting for my visibility to get better. Are you a mantis? Are you my client's main guide? Are you an insectoid? With big eyes? Not an insult. Round eyes? Green aura? Are you an aspect of my client? No. You're a loved one. What does your body shape look like? Am I seeing multiple legs? 4? Do you look like anything that's on Earth? All right, I'd like clarity, please. Clarity with my vision. Would you most resemble arachnids? Maybe? Yeah, maybe. How many legs are there? And you're my client's main guide. she has specific questions. I mean, I want to see more of the team, obviously, but is there any information that you want her to know that you could show me? Does she have attachments? Are those attachments? Are they causing health problems? Purple color is coming in. Trying to see what's going to come in now. Something bird-like? Is it like I'm seeing triangular, like almost like owls have on the top of their head? Are you a spirit animal? Are you being from not Earth? Are you an aspect of my client? No? Are you related to owls on Earth? Dog, be quiet. Are you on Earth? The aura color is a purpley magenta color. Like, is there anything that you would like my client to know? You want to show me? How would she feel that you're the guide? No, around the face area? I feel like another color is starting to come in. Some blues. Are you another one of my client's guides? Are you Arcturian? Are you an aspect of my client? Yes. I'm trying to see your skin color better. You have blue skin? Look like a yes. Are you Arcturian? I'm getting a no. Looks similar though. It's probably lots of planets and beings. How would she feel when you're around? Arms. Chills. Is there anything else that you'd like her to know? There's a woman. Are you a relative? How are you related? Oh my gosh, is there more relatives? It's a woman. She looked middle-aged or a little older. I think I'm seeing a young face too. Are you all family? How many are there? Young lady. Oh my goodness. You guys are with her? Yeah, that's great. There's a lot of you. I feel like there's a lot of you. A lot of different faces I'm seeing. Are you all family from this current life? Or are there also ancestors on the team? I only see faces, so I can't date any of this. Is there anything else that you would like to show me for my client? She is wondering about some health problems. Is there any past life connections? Past life injuries that are manifesting now? Not seeing anything yet. How about any spirit animals on the team? Well, is that another owl? Are you bonded to her, my client? She doesn't know you. You're part of her team though. All right, I will tell her. I'm going to confirm it more with my pendulum. Are there any other animals on the team? That want to come forward? Is that another bird? It's like a little round bird, like a fluffy round bird. It's cute. Are you bonded to her? No. I wonder what kind of bird that is. Am I seeing something with stripes too, like an animal that has stripes on the side? I don't know what that is. Are you lemur? Raccoon? Are you a raccoon? Something like that. Okay, I'm gonna hedgehog? What are you? I am not great with animals. That is clearly, I can see them. I'm gonna have to get myself like a book about animals. Okay. Any information about the health for my client? Is it related to trauma in this life? How about green for yes? All right. I'm going to check some stuff with my pendulum. Thanks, guides, for showing me what you did show me. All right. So, in case you did watch, I did. Hopefully, I added the type so that people can know what it is I'm doing or seeing. Um, like I did type that I don't need to speak out loud to the guides. I can actually just think it. And that is also how I use my pendulum normally. Um, but because I'm filming, and I think that it helps the people who these readings are for, the ones who hired me. I think they will get more out of it if they can hear what I'm asking and stuff. This one happened to be really great because she had some specific questions that she wanted answered. So that's actually the first time somebody has done that. So I was pretty excited because, you know, just giving them information about what their guides look like is great. And a lot of times the guides will show me things because I'll say, is there anything you want them to know? And they'll show me something. But this was like very specific, what she wanted to know. Again, maybe you noticed that I do write notes while I am blindfolded. I do go back in and add more notes without being blindfolded after I use my pendulum to ask a little bit more questions or get more clarity if I didn't see something clear enough with my third eye. Um, so the spirit guide, I'm going to share my screen. Looks like this. So I know I said it was Arachnid, and it is, but it was really different because it only has 4 legs and it had these little wings, which is funny because I could tell there was something on its back. I could tell that it was black and yellow, but I didn't know what it was. So I had to ask my daughter. I mean, honestly, look at, well, my little scribble of my drawing is kind of funny. When I asked to see what its body looked like, I saw the 4 long legs and they were bent like that. And I saw its little body like lay down, kind of like the way a dog like kind of lays and kind of tucks its arms underneath itself. And it was kind of cute like that. It's furry. So my daughter, I asked her what's on the back, and she's like, I don't see the back. I don't see anything on the back. I'm like, well, I see something black and yellow. And then she started drawing on my drawing on a layer. And it took a second for us to figure out that they were wings. At first, she just made these black ovals with like yellow stripes. And so I cleaned up in the drawing, but she was like, you know what? They're wings. They're more wing shaped. So that's how it turned up that, the drawing the way it is. So, you know, it's interesting that even though my vision is not always like super, super crispy clear, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And I don't know if it's because the guide is like, really high vibration, and I'm just like not meeting it right at the right, perfect level, because I have to adjust myself to meet up with them at what level they're at. I mean, maybe they try to come down to me a little too. I'm not really sure. But, like this one, I didn't see so clearly. I saw big round eyes. I saw the green color. I saw the triangular head. I saw the four legs. I saw the way it laid down. Um, but I couldn't see the texture. So I had to ask my daughter, like, hey, is it like a shiny spider or a fluffy one? And she said it was hairy. So I drew it hairy, but then, sometimes when I'm drawing and I'm like, but are the legs shiny or the legs hairy too? And I'll get little, like I'll see it in my head, just that one detail. And that way I was thinking it's hairy, it had hair, but then I confirmed it with my daughter and she agreed it had hair. So that's where we're at with this guy. I don't know if it's male or female, but uh, I think it's really cute. And you know what? It's the first arachnid I've ever seen. So how fun is that? I always ask the same questions. I swear, when it's got the triangular head, I automatically am like, mantis? But there's so many people who have mantis guides right now. I don't know. The mantis have incarnated like massively. And Arcturian. So everybody is familiar with Arcturians. They're blue. They look like the way the gray's head shapes are in the eye and all that. But there are hybrids of Arcturians with other, and they can look different too. So I do automatically jump to those because they're very represented here on Earth. And so when I am actually dealing with something that I've never seen before, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what planet. I don't know any of that, any of those details. And again, if I ever get my hearing, I will be so happy because maybe I'll get to know the guide, the names of the planet, the names of the species, whatever. Um, what else about this? Um, yeah, there was sometimes when I'm doing these readings, the stuff that I see is really graphic. Um, so I am not going to talk about that. I won't say it on camera. But I have seen some terrible things, and you never know. You never know when that's going to happen. Uh, but thank goodness, this was resolved. We know what the deal was with that. So on this particular case, um, what else was I going to talk about? I I had done this painting a while ago, but I just epoxied it yesterday. So I do call this cow going to a better planet because I don't think cows are like super happy here on Earth for the majority not treated so good. So I love this painting. It's one of my favorite ones I've ever done. And I didn't initially do the epoxy on it, but I love that hard candy shell. So I work in many mediums. I love to paint on wood, and I do love my resin, my epoxies. Um, but so anyway, what else? Oh, it's my shop's 20th anniversary in business today. And I didn't think I would feel a way about it because I've been kind of like, it's my 20th year. Like, that's cool. But like, I don't know. Today, it's today. And I have been kind of excited about that. I'm going to probably celebrate this weekend. So, I think that was kind of it for this week. And yeah, if I can ever go back and edit in those little stops so that people can fast forward straight from and not watch the meditation, I will do that. Otherwise, you can just fast forward. You can tell when I'm meditating because I wear blindfolds. It's real easy to see when it's over. um, but other than that, and who knows, maybe one day I'll see with my eyes open. We just get better and better. as we go along. All right, everyone. I think that was it. I was going to mention that because I am in that psychic medium group and I'm on different groups, I'm on social media groups and Zoom chats. Tomorrow I'm doing a meditation, a group meditation with Danny Shea. That's going to be awesome. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I think a lot of people feel like the spiritual journey is a bit lonely because, you know, um, you start like vibrating a little bit differently than some of your friends or whatever, and they might not want to, they might, you might just find you're not hanging out anymore and the cogs aren't meshing in that particular group anymore. And so it is important to find your people, your crowd, and have a good time with everything because it shouldn't probably be a spiritual journey or a lonely journey. It should be a fun one, I think. Exciting, fun. All right, so I think other than that, I will say goodbye for now. And I want to say thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a really beautiful weekend.